And we are back from the break. And there was some research done, and I do believe the items were discovered. Is that correct, guys?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So what we found in our, specifically in Seelenmorder's note, a vial that radiated time sphere, a jar that radiated protection sphere, staff that we could not get the school out of, and a ring with protection sphere, and
Yeah.
3-foot shaft with black steel bands combat sphere.
And there was also a chest that had several bags of coin that we never counted.
From where?
It was from the northern chest in the bedroom.
Okay.
Oh, right.
So it's definitely not counted.
It was not counted to my recollection.
Okay. Finn, do you remember if that was counted or not?
I don't remember if I just lumped that in with the other coins or not.
Okay. Let me take a look to see what that was. Give me just a second.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right. Something that should have been discussed is that Bellis would have been doing some like forensic accounting, shall we say, of his ledgers, and they were using his money. Money that he had gained, you know, both money that he had beforehand and money gained while his cover was in place.
So that just was his money.
Yeah, so I mean, it's up to you guys how you would want to handle that. Like, if you want to keep it for yourselves or
I didn't insist on returning
Definitely
it.
not.
Okay.
I didn't insist on returning it.
We'll return it.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be pretty much completely against Solas' ethos to keep them.
Okay.
Same.
Yeah, we return it, and if Bellis chooses to give us a reward for recovering his stuff, that's up to him.
Yes, and he would have. He would give you 1,000 gold pieces as a reward.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo!
I guess if we're doing identification, we should start with the file that's time and sphere. Time sphere.
Okay.
And I think we use the slate first.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is going to reveal that it is a potion of longevity.
Ooh.
I wonder who out of the humans want that.
I will put my interest down for it.
I will also put my interest for it.
So would Finn.
Yeah, I think Braxon will as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lafdul's feeling resentful now. Being an elf. Yeah, I don't have the dying of old age problem, but, you know.
Sorry.
Jar next, protection sphere.
Okay, putting that on the slate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that is going to reveal it is an oil of acid resistance.
Okay.
Oh, I am interested in that one.
I'll put my interest down too, just in case.
Acid and fire, the two things I'm vulnerable to in my regeneration.
Ring, protection sphere.
Alright, give me just a second.
Ring? Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and that is a silver ring with a single faceted yellow stone. Let me go ahead and I'll give you the descriptions in a moment. I do need to get them collated for you guys. So the slate will identify that as a ring of protection +3.
Mhm.
Does that stack with magical armor?
No.
Okay. I'm not interested then.
I've got too many rings.
I already have ring that gives me +3.
Braxton's going to go for one of those.
I was going to say Finn's ring's only a +1, so he wouldn't mind an upgrade.
And then
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just going with the ones that we have spheres for right now. 3-foot shaft with black steel bands.
Braxton says is it only Braxton and Finn going for the ring?
At the moment, yeah.
Braxton
mean-
says to Finn, I'll drop out if you give your old ring to one of the helmsmen. Your choice.
Finn's fine with that.
Yeah, so Braxton drop out of that.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I'll mark
Finn-
Finn as the one who gets the ring.
Can take that.
Yeah, I just want to make some of those things that can stop our helmsmen getting
No,
murdered.
that's fine. That gives them a saving throw for on the helm as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, if you want to upgrade your helmsmen from hirelings to henchmen, you can do so, but then they do get they would get a half share of treasure, which includes magic items.
Wait, do we want to get that to Ingritha since she'll be a straight up henchman and going into combat with us?
Yeah, I think that might be a better idea.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, the deal was between me and Braxton, so as long as Braxton's okay with that.
Well, I'll suggest it. It's up to Braxton if he's okay with it.
Okay, but the next one goes to the helmsman.
Okay.
Yeah, it makes sense for her not to get killed if she's out with us.
Yeah. So I'll mark that. That increases her AC by 1.
And they're saving
And
throws,
saving throws.
Yeah.
which is pretty good on a level 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I wish we had magic items at level 1.
All right, so the slate is not going to be able to identify the staff or the rod.
Okay, I will cast Identify.
Okay.
And start with the rod. Or wand.
All right, what is your chance?
I'm 10th level, so
95 then.
I think, yeah. And I do have the luck amulet.
You know what's
yeah,
funny?
but it caps out at 95, so
Yeah.
I'm going to make an interesting remark after he's done with the staff.
okay. You're starting with the staff, you said?
I'm starting with the wand.
The rod. Okay.
Yeah, with the combat sphere.
Okay. So that is revealed to be a magical weapon that can produce magical heads that can strike enemies. And it does have attack and damage bonuses.
Magical heads.
Wait, wasn't that one destroyed, the Viper Head staff? Was this a different one?
That's a different.
No.
This
is
is not this is not a one staff.
It's a rod.
Yeah.
Also, it has some additional protection benefits that can be invoked.
Oh,
Does it have
okay,
charges?
so-
And yes, it does have charges. It has a moderate number of charges remaining.
we'll have to identify it with the better identification spell at some point.
Did you
Okay.
learn that from Lever? I just realised Lever was the
Yeah,
last one.
I have a Babka superior identification.
Oh, so many spells we lost.
I will also identify the staff.
Okay. You do have charges remaining from that spell. So that is revealed. Let's see. Let me roll. All right. That is revealed to be a magical weapon as well. that can transform from its staff form into a bladed weapon form
Ah,
with a command word.
that's a stuff that I can't use then.
Do we know what kind of weapon?
A bladed weapon.
Okay.
You
We need a
might need
command word,
to
probably.
find the command word and try it out.
Does the slate tell us command words?
Not today.
Okay. We'll try that another day then.
Someone has detect. Actually, you got detect invisibility on your rod, Solas. Could you see if it's got a word
I will
etched?
check. Same for the rod.
With detect invisibility?
Yeah.
Alright, nope.
Because sometimes we
Okay.
got words and the.
Yeah, sometimes there is, but neither of these have the. But if I were to guess, I'd guess it turns into a spear or something like that.
So, does anybody want me to mark them as interested for either of those items yet, or do we want to wait until we
We
further
wait
I'm-
investigate?
until.
I think
I'm
we should
interested
wait.
in the rod, but I'm not interested in the staff since I can't use it as its power basically.
Okay.
Depends what the staff is I might be interested in. I don't know.
I might put an interest in to give it to my henchman, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
Alright,
think-
so do you
I-
want to
I
wait
think-
a day and try the
I
slate
do
on
have
one?
the superior version also
Yes.
identified.
Question.
Yeah.
Were you done with that identification, Solas?
Do I still have charges left?
Yes.
Lafdul's going to lie, and he's going to say, well, it's a lie, but it's a stretch of the truth. I was shot by Miacc, and I have one of his bullets. I'm going to surreptitiously see if I can get Solas to identify what these bullets are by using a convenient excuse. So I was shot.
Okay. You
I
gonna...
just hand over
would
the
s-
one bullet.
Would Solas know that the magic in these kinds of bullets would most likely be discharged?
I
go
mean,
ahead and
I-
roll a
Yeah.
spellcraft check.
To be fair, my arrows when I shoot them don't run a magic if I retrieve them.
Yeah, I mean, it
They
might
are
not
not
be
special
magical.
effect.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Also, they are not special effect magic ammo.
So yeah, you're not
Not
sure.
that.
Um,
Yeah.
maybe like it is definitely enough for you to be suspicious.
Mm-hmm. But he will
Mhm.
keep his suspicions to himself.
All right, so are you gonna
I'm only just
identify
doing
one?
the one.
Yeah, I'm identifying it.
Okay. All right. So those are cold to the touch, and indeed they have some additional cold-based damage when they strike.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone use a gun? Can have it.
Sadly, no. That's not my forte.
A gun.
Yeah,
Right.
a wheellock.
Braxon's got a gun.
You want it?
What? Bullets?
That one bullet. I haven't said I got more.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. Special bullet, is it? Does it
Yeah, it
fit
does
Braxon's
count.
gun?
Yeah, it'll fit any
I'm
wheellock
just
pistol
marking
or
one of them
arquebus.
off.
Do you
No,
have a gun
I-
yourself?
No. I probably could learn to use a gun, but I want silent weapons, not loud weapons. I want to learn blow dart
Mm-hmm.
or something.
Have you considered bullets with the silent spell on them?
Yes, but that requires setup time, and it doesn't work with my sprite venom.
Right. Fair enough.
In that case, I think we're good to move on to the next day to put the last two items on the slate.
Real fast. So
No.
you are giving one of those to Braxon, correct?
Yeah, I'm keeping up the farce,
Hold on a
as it
second.
were.
No, I
What
need to make
do-
note.
What do
It just means I got one less.
I just put down magic bullet.
That does cold damage.
Yeah.
I'm going to use the superior identification on the rod.
All right, give me just a second. I need to make these notes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, might save that one for using against undead or
So I
something.
got 10 left on the thing.
You would be
undead
be aware that undead are generally not affected by cold.
Okay.
Oh, I wouldn't have given any shot powder with that to keep up the appearance, so you'd have to buy the powder yourself.
Yeah. Well, we've still got a barrel back at our base, but I could buy some powder.
I mean, it's only 25 gil for the one shot, so
Yeah.
only
So-
that's like several months worth of wages on Bral for someone.
All right, so you're going with the Bubka's
Yeah,
superior identifier. Okay.
and I will also cast it on the staff, since I have two pearls,
Okay.
that quality.
All right, starting with the rod.
Mm-hmm.
All right, give me a second. I need to refresh my memory on the spell. Do-do-do. Okay. All right. So the rod.
Mm-hmm.
The rod will, upon a command word, change into a double-headed flail.
Oh,
Oh, that's a unique weapon. Was it dire flails? I didn't think they were a thing.
I don't think you're.
two.
I don't think you're thinking of the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing in 1E or 2E is called that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
let me
thought they
see.
were a third edition or later thing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, there are additional properties. Let's see. Okay. After a few moments, a new revelation is available to you, Solas, and because it's double-headed in close quarters, that means that it can either strike twice on one or two nearby creatures.
okay.
Nice.
And then, finally, a charge can be used to grant yourself a protection bonus for a time from that.
Okay.
Do-do-do.
Yes, this sounds like a decent weapon for Solas.
Okay. Do-do-do. All right, let me see. Does this reveal charges?
I think it revealed more accurately how many, but don't remember if you give
It's-
exact numbers.
It's revealed as a secondary property. So depending on the duration,
no,
he
I
might
got
have
it.
to recast
I'm
it.
looking at. Okay. So yeah, it has 15 charges. A charge is not used for turning it into the flail form. A charge is used for gaining that defensive bonus.
Is it rechargeable?
No.
Okay. Yeah, Solas is interested in this weapon.
So and
I'm
it
not.
can become either a footman's flail or a horseman's flail.
Okay. And then I will cast a second Pupkas Superior Identification on the staff.
Okay. All right. That has a strong combat bonus, and it can turn from a staff into a spear of various lengths with different command words.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Oh,
medium,
nice.
long range spear, pike or whatever.
Yeah.
Braxon's
Yeah.
weapon can already do that, so
Can it? You can have a
Yeah.
pike form.
he's got
Yep.
an extended
Oh.
spear form. He doesn't use it much because he's not good at spears, but we could have like a spear wall.
But yeah, Solas is not interested in this because he can't use the spear form of it. So he thinks someone else would better use it.
I will throw my interest into the ring because I'll give that to my squire to give them something that could be useful in a fight.
Mm.
She wasn't there for that, so she does not actually get the.
Even if
I-
I claim it and give it to her.
No. 'Cause if
Okay,
you're claiming
then
it, you're claiming it for yourself or your church.
Then I'm not. Then I'm not going to put my hat in the ring.
She only gets a share of things that she participates in.
Right.
And you said that it was a strong enchantment.
Yep.
Well, wait,
so
wait.
it's going to be stronger than +1.
I'm going to put it tentatively in there. I want to know exactly what the enchantment is first.
You guys will have to use it.
Oh, we can't put it on the slate and figure out?
Not the plus. You can get the command
Okay.
words.
Only thing that we know is that it's strongly enchanted, so it's
How-
most likely going to be
And-
+2,
plus
+3.
Can I get you to look at my normal long spear with that to see if it's also counted as a strong?
No, it doesn't work that way.
You
Yeah,
can't
not-
compare.
no.
Okay.
Doesn't want. Well, he doesn't want.
I
us to
want
know.
you to have to use the item for a time to know.
You know what? Fine. I'll put my interest in there, and I will. Because versatility seems like a really good thing to have. And
I mean,
I will put my interest in there and give my +3 spear to my church for this. Because if it is strong, because even if it's not stronger, the versatility of different weapon types is good.
Question, Old?
Mhm.
The plus is also in the staff form.
Yeah, it's going to be across the board, whatever form it's in.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you'd have a
yeah,
magical blunt weapon as well.
Yeah.
so
I
so
don't
it will
have
give
one.
you quite nice versatility.
Yeah.
Question, Ald.
Mhm.
Is Ockar allowed to take the new spear on a trial basis, use it enough to find out if it's cursed before he gives up his old spear?
No.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna hope.
It's always the risk with magic items that they
Don't
can
you
be
have an
cursed, but
Yeah,
unusual
and keep in mind,
spear?
like the paladin would also see it as like, you want to donate things to your church,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
And
So
I'm gonna.
sure.
I'm gonna.
Was it also causes that share the same
Yeah, I
ideology?
mean, yes, other lawful good causes. So, but that's generally if the church isn't available
Mhm.
to you.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'll donate my +3 spear to the church, and I'll take this if nobody else wants it.
Is
Because
this
I
gonna?
kind of really like this how this weapon
Okay.
No,
sounds.
that's fine.
Good luck.
The extra planner spear is unusual, isn't it? That you've already got the +3 one because it does 2d6.
Big and heavy.
it-
Yeah, this one wouldn't do as much damage, wouldn't it? It would
No.
just be 1d6 plus whatever its pluses.
I mean,
I think you're getting a massive
But
downgrade.
versatility.
know.
He's also interested
Yeah,
in
it's
the versatility.
is there?
I want the versatility. I don't have a magic blunt weapon yet. I don't mind.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah,
No,
so
multiple weapons that actually fits your criteria quite well in one item.
yeah.
I was interested, but no, you haven't.
Yeah, I would have been interested in that kind of stuff, but me not being able to use the sphere function on it basically means that I would limit the usage of this stuff and its versatility quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right.
Yeah,
So
I
do we
should
want to
probably
start
get
with
my
the potions?
mhm.
Get those handed out.
those shot, they just do plus kill damage, right? Nothing else.
They have a hit and damage, a normal hit and damage bonus as well.
Oh, right. Fair enough. I'm going to trade them in. See if I can get some arrows.
What item do you guys want to start with to distribute?
Let's start with the potion of longevity, because
Yeah.
I'm just assuming that we're gonna give the acid resistance to Lafdul as I took my claim off it.
All right. Well, first of all,
Now, Finn's put an interest
I
in
want
it,
to
so-
I want to
Oh.
make sure that everyone has put down interest in the items that they want. So I'm going to go one
Wait.
by one. I want
Okay,
Braxon.
let's not add a check for me. Thanks.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I saw it over here, Fate 2, that's why I was confused. And I didn't see it was on the left-hand side, not when I looked on the
Yeah,
right.
sorry.
All right. Let me go one by one. Braxon, have you put down interests on the items that you want? And if that's no items, then just say yes.
Yes.
Solas, have you put down interest on the items that you want?
I'm not currently logged in since I can't find my password, but I'm only interested in the longevity and the flail.
We can put it in for you. Oh, yeah, you've got it in. Someone put it in for you.
Okay. Ockar,
Yes.
Finn,
Yes.
Lafdul.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
There's only one item that's rolled for, and that's the first time. Everyone else has got a single interest, I think.
you just go through it, just to be easy.
Hang on. What's the flail? The staff? No, that was a spear. Sorry.
Yeah, stuff
What
is
was
spear.
staff?
Okay. So the potion of longevity.
Mm-hmm. I'm interested in it.
Yeah, there's 4 of us.
Yeah, I'm interested.
So
Everyone
roll
bar
off.
the elf.
Okay. So Braxon, Solas, Ockar, and Finn, if you could each give me a d20.
And I get the +2 from the amulet.
You should really learn how to make these.
Ah!
It is because I spoke right at the end. And I didn't speak for any of their rules.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
it's I blame Lafdul.
I don't know if we're rolling high or low.
Braxon, you get it.
High.
High.
Oh, I get it.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, cool. Usually
Why were
when
you
I
rolling
don't know,
spellcraft? Oh, sorry, I didn't see the roll above. Yeah, 6, sorry. Below. Yeah, you got it, Braxon.
Okay.
You
Thank
could
you.
give it up to learn the recipe to make more.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, the oil of acid resistance.
It's just me, I think.
We'll get an order.
No, I mean if it's only Lafdul with interest, then he gets it,
yeah,
Yeah.
because that's how you guys have decided to do this.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that goes to Lafdul. Okay. Next up, the rod.
I'm interested in that.
Oh, okay.
Was
I
there
thought
anyone
the
else
staff
interested?
was next.
I mean, it sounds like Braxon, maybe.
No. I thought the staff was next. Never mind.
So there was no one else interested in the rod.
No, I think Solas.
I
is
think
good at
the way Solus really wants it, I'll let him have
Yeah.
it. So.
that. Yeah, it'd be good for Solas to have a good weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Then Solas gets that.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does your wand count as blunt as well?
The
It
magic one. Yeah.
it
Yeah,
doesn't
just
actually
wondered.
count as anything in particular.
Oh,
yeah.
so you get no plus or minus to anything.
All right, and
Oh, that's good,
the staff.
I think Ockar was the
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
No,
That's the
spear.
Ockar.
Okay, just Ockar. Okay. So you're trading in your old one, donating that
Yeah.
one. Okay.
I'm donating.
You could always do an augury and use it on someone.
I don't have the thing yet. I'll donate it.
Okay. Okay, so, were there any other items that I missed?
The ring, but I think
That was already handled, I
yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Yeah, Finn's getting the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, just your general reminder to delete the line once you've written it on your sheet.
Yeah,
I
I'm
just...
doing that.
When it's a flask for mine, or jar, sorry, is it just a ceramic thing or was it glass?
That would be ceramic.
Ceramic. What up if I can spell ceramic instead of ceramic? Put a G in there for some reason.
Okay. Braxon,
Oh,
do you want to use that potion right now, or do you want to hold off on that?
Somebody said that somebody could learn how to make more potions from it.
It would
I have
use up the potion.
I have a spell that can it will destroy the potion, but I learned the recipe that was used to make it.
Oh,
But he can also just research the recipe normally.
Aren't we at the current limits with our library?
I mean, you could expand the library.
we could expand the library. I should drink the potion then.
up to you. You're the one who holds the potion.
It's up to you.
Yeah, let's
I
find
mean,
out.
Levin's not in the party anymore. You don't have to worry about being magically aged.
That's true, but let's find out if it's cursed. Braxon's going to drink the potion and see what happens.
Well, it's got the time sphere on it, so
It would
Yeah, but
still
it
have
might
the time
also-
sphere if it was cursed.
It might also age Braxon by 10 years or something.
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Okay, let's see how it goes. Chug, chug, chug.
Oh,
Okay.
do you have a reroll?
He does not.
No,
I was going
don't.
to say you can reroll and get the better odds on the random die.
Okay. So, I am going to need a system shock roll for you.
Oh, lovely.
No,
Lovely.
that's just how it is.
Hang on. Let me find my little icon on the screen.
This would be funny if you died, because I would be the last member of the original starring company.
Are you trying
Don't
to
jinx
usurp
it.
him?
No, I'm just sad about the fact that Braxton's the last one besides myself of the original start company.
It feels like you are trying to jinx him.
Yeah,
System
parties are a
shock.
ship of Theseus thing.
Uh-huh.
Hang on. I don't know that I have System Shock. I've got Save versus Breath
It's a
Magic.
D
No,
100.
it's under your constitution.
Constitution.
Oh, right.
D100.
I'll just roll a D100.
And Anghammarand has just given you a reroll if you want to use that.
You
I should
probably
do.
should.
I should do, yeah.
On the system shock or the age?
On
Well,
the
you've
System
rolled.
Shock. On the System Shock.
Okay.
Right.
35 is definitely good enough.
Yeah. So hang on. Let me get my character sheet back up, and not tell you what the System Shock of the ship is, because that won't help. System Shock. Where do I get that?
Under
It's under
Constitution.
Modified
Constitution.
from
Under Constitution.
dwarf. Yeah, third line.
Guys, when something like that is being asked, I can answer it.
Sorry.
We don't need like
Right.
everyone answering the
Okay.
same question.
I got 95.
Okay. Well, the 82 would have been good enough as well, but so was the 35.
Okay. Yeah, but I already said I was going to use it.
Right. All right. So that is successful, and you lose 6 years of age. You are 6 years younger.
Yay!
How young are you now?
Well, Braxon was 30, so now he's 24.
Okay, and
Oh,
that's
no one's gonna wanna start respecting you because you're so young.
and remember that's your physical age, so that is different
He's
from.
his real age is 25. So his physical age is 24, so he feels fantastic.
And if I remember correctly, Finn also gave you that
Yeah.
potion thing that makes it so that you don't normally age for 10 years.
Hell,
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, Lafdul.
here's a spellcraft question.
Okay.
Can a potion of youth that came from a decanter be used to get a recipe?
Yes. I mean, any
'Cause
potion can. Yeah.
Yeah, but it came from an unusual source. That's why
Yeah.
I'm not. Because I've got
Like,
a
yeah,
potion
every
of
recipe
youth.
is going to be different.
Yeah, it's because it came from a
No,
decanter that
you
had
can still
many
use it to get a
different
recipe.
things. So. No, I just want to know that was all.
All right. Okay, so
How many years younger did you get, Braxon?
6.
6. I'll add it to the
That
known
is the
die roll.
second one of those that he has taken. The previous one was 8, so that is a total of 14 years that Braxon has has lost.
Did longevity potions have the effect that the more you drink, the bigger chance that something goes wrong?
Maybe?
Well, I thought
You don't
longevity
know.
just means it takes longer. before
Old's
you
not going
die.
to tell you that, but yeah.
No, I'm not going to tell you.
If you drink the right longevity potion, it turns you into a lich, and then you never die.
That's
That doesn't seem accurate.
yeah.
Okay, on subsequent days, do you want to use the slate to figure out command words?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see. Okay. All right. Yeah, so it will take 2 days to do both of them, because whichever one you do first, it will not function for the second one until the following day.
Yeah.
So that is going to be for the staff, Ockar. If you say blade, and you can say this in any language you want, it will turn into a standard spear.
Okay.
If you say extend in any language, it will elongate until it's 12 feet long, or until you will it to stop. And at the 12-foot long length, it will function as an all pike, or you can use it as a light lance if you're mounted.
So blade, normal, elongate for
Extend.
extend, all pike. Okay.
And if you say staff, it'll return to the staff form.
Okay.
It takes 1 round to change it. Or
No, it's basically instant.
okay, so
Okay.
Same speed as Braxton's. Or...
Right.
Okay.
So in other words, round 1, you can use it as a spear. Round 2, you can use it as an all pike. Round 3, you can use it as a staff. Round 4, you can use it as a spear again.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. And then
That's
the rod.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
For some reason, I want to think it's cursed that one of the flail heads will always hit you.
So
Why are you trying to jinx us?
Because it's fun.
You said spear, and the other one was a pike.
all pike.
All pike.
I can get you the stats after the game if you need.
Okay.
Otherwise, they're in the player's handbook.
Yeah, I'm looking at the player's handbook right now.
So for the rod, the command word is thresh flesh.
Thresh flesh.
Yeah, and it produces a dual-headed flail.
Okay.
And as your desire, if you're in tight space, it will produce a horseman's flail, which is smaller. Otherwise, it will be a footman's flail.
Mm-hmm.
And it is just a silent act of will to return it or to use a charge and gain a protection bonus.
Question.
Mhm.
If I were mounted, would it be automatically
Yeah.
horseman's flail?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's good to know.
Not that Solas is going to be practicing mounted combat.
Oh,
but,
come on. You got to take after Lever of Phantom Steed. You know, keep the spirit alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our expectations is on you now, Solas.
Now, do you have proficiency in flails?
Not yet.
Okay.
Does the speed of these weapons change when I change the weapon?
You would need to declare that you're changing it, and then you would get the speed of whatever the
Okay.
weapon form is.
Gotcha.
Like you can't
One.
choose to attack, like roll your initiative for the spear, and then on your turn decide that you want to use the all pike.
Yeah.
You're deciding at the beginning of the round. Yes, Solas.
You said that both heads can be used in the attack. So how does that work? Do I just roll once or once for both?
You will roll two attack rolls.
Okay.
And you can either attack one target, or you can attack two adjacent targets. They have to be adjacent. They have to be like standing almost shoulder to shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Is the weight of that rod what?
It's gonna be. I guess I should look that up. In the rod form, it will be probably the footman's flail.
this
not
would be funny if you could
the horseman's flail. I'm sorry, which is
Wield
5
it.
pounds.
I can wield it, but it's going to
How
be
encumbered?
heavy.
Because you got 6 strength. What is your max press?
20.
Yeah, actually, so I think as a magical weapon, it will actually stay lighter. So I will say 2 pounds.
Okay.
Because just as a rod, it would be pretty light, and then even when it becomes the flails, I think they'll stay relatively light.
Yeah.
It's magic.
But the weapon stats, speed and those are basically based on what kind of flail I use.
Yeah. And similar thing with the staff, Ockar. It's going to be the weight of the staff regardless.
Okay.
Staff is 4, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So, knowing what you're going to be facing eventually in Gray Space, is there anything that you guys want to discuss in terms of like preparations that you want to make? You want to do? Like you don't know, but you have some ideas.
Solas asks Ockar, what weapons Ingritha uses or is proficient?
So she is proficient in using longswords, warhammers, and short bows.
Okay. Reason why I asked is because once we go there, I might be willing to lend my Warhammer of Life for her.
That would be very appreciated.
It would most likely help keep her alive, and it would be magic weapon.
Yeah, I think that'll do a lot of good.
But we'll speak about that when we get closer.
Yeah. I think one of the preparation. I looked at my inventory. I had 8 holy waters before buying, and now I have 18. I might just make that a resource the crew can use.
Okay.
So I'll just set aside like
Don't forget
18
about
holy waters that
Agutha.
the crew can use.
Well-
I'll give Ingritha like 5 that she can use in an emergency, but I'll set aside. No.
I
I'll
mean,
set aside
you
18.
might want to
the crew
keep
can
the
use it.
8 for yourself just to be on the
Yeah.
safe side.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
set aside 8, and I'll put 10 as a crew thing.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 for the crew.
Well, here's a
Yeah.
question: when we did things, when we did things before in the Elven sphere, we picked up some extra mercenaries temporarily. Would we want to pick up extra people before we go to this asteroid?
I think we would pick the extra people when we get there.
I
Yeah.
know, that's what I'm saying. Not now. When we get there, we could maybe see if we can recruit some more people.
Mhm.
Is that something people are interested in?
So one thing
I'd
that
rather.
from the description that you have from these stories,
Yeah.
Mhm.
you would probably want to be going in fairly light rather than taking in like a legion, because
Okay.
the description, like, unless you have magic that you can give to all of them, they're all going to be suffering from whatever this cold is there.
True.
Ah, right. Got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's not natural cold. Also,
Okay.
there was darkness that affected magical lights and infravision.
There was. Okay.
Yeah, it's cold.
Yeah.
It's shrouded with it. Old.
Mhm.
Did the stories mention anything about turning the undead?
No, the stories did not mention anyone trying that. So
Okay, so we don't know if turning works normally.
yeah, you won't know until you actually try it out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're probably going to want to not take anyone with us. Not take many people with us. Maybe go in with the flitter.
Mm.
Hmm.
We might need to try fighting without seeing each other.
Well, I've got a spell, and I've also taught Finn that spell, and I don't think Solas could learn it. The blind sight,
Oh,
Bad
right.
sight.
bat sense. Sorry, and that
Yeah.
lasts for like 5 or 6 hours. So
It wasn't total darkness. It was that magical light and infravision was affected, and normal light, was it affected? How much?
half, wasn't it?
You're not gonna know the specifics until you get there.
Well,
Yeah.
but normal light was also affected.
Yeah.
But it's not like we are completely blind.
Yeah.
I just realised there's a downside to the bat sense, is that you won't see ethereal undead. You'll be completely blind to them if you use
Non-corporeal.
that. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
But
I
you
would,
can just open your eyes. So
yeah, I'd say that whatever we take, we should not rely on ranged weaponry at least much, considering the problems with sight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, when we get there, I suggest we do a fly around and maybe we can make a base camp and attack small
Yeah, or a place
areas
to retreat
from the
to.
base camp. Yeah.
There are some scrolls I would like to look for when the opportunity presents.
Okay.
I would like to see if there is a scroll with the priest spell. 2 spells actually I'm going to look for. Because there's also like the occasional... Wow, this one's going to be pretty rare to come by. Druid's Decay. And Protection from Undead 5-foot radius. Both priest. Well, priest druid
No
spells.
no to both of them.
Oh, sad face. Do they have any scrolls of negative plane protection or protection from evil? 10 foot.
Yes, you can buy a single scroll of each of those. Protection from evil, 10-foot radius. Is that 3rd level or 4th level for a priest?
4th.
4th? Okay,
Yeah,
so that would be 800 gold for that one, and 600 for the negative plane protection.
No, I'll get both.
Okay.
Thank you. There's more things, but for now I'm just adding these scrolls if other people want to do things.
Yeah, those will be cast at basically the minimum level possible for both of those.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or minimum level
7th.
of creating scrolls. I'd need to go look it up. So I
it would be 7th. They're all minimum.
Okay.
I don't think you can do lower than 7th, can you?
I just don't want to look it up right now.
Right. 1400.
All right. Anything else you guys want to thinking about doing plan wise for that or preparation wise?
Not personally.
I'll look around if they got any. Do I have to name the objects rather than?
I don't know what you're looking for.
Because we has the candle that wards against undead and stuff. I want to see if there's anything like that on the market.
Those are pretty rare, so.
Yeah.
But I will roll. Nope.
What was the chance? Like 1% or something if it's rare?
Nah, I usually do like 5%, depending on what it is. Those are pretty. They're rare, but they're pretty easy to make in comparison. It's just not something that is often made. You generally need to find places that.
I'd say I make an inquiry to see how long it would take.
You'd need to do the research, just because no one around here is something that no one around here does that kind of thing. Is what it is.
All right. I know there is a candle making non-weapon proficiency that might tie into it. This is a long shot. They got a scroll of restoration.
Nope.
Because that might be a problem for us.
Oh yeah, one thing that I was meant to do, not the magic items and spells reminded me. I needed to recharge the Evard's Black Tentacles on the Finn's ring.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty easy. So yeah, Finn, you can mark that down that got recharged.
Okay, and thank you.
All right. Anything else that you guys want to?
Lafdul's going to buy a book of gardening and general useful knowledge on plant life, but he's going to give it as a gift to Finn. But Finn won't be able to read it, and that's my way of teaching him how the no languages spell would work over the next few days.
Okay.
It's also a gift and a spell, so.
Like, what language would this be in, then?
Just trying to think of what the most esoteric... It would be undercommon.
Well, it has to be something that would be available.
Oh, don't they have undercommon here?
Not super common,
Gnomish, then.
Wasn't it so that Finn didn't have a reading, actually?
I don't know.
Am
Finn,
I misremembering?
is this something that you two have discussed?
No, it's just because I learned the spell and I like to share my spells with the party members. So, and I'm
Right,
just.
I just asked Finn.
Oh, sorry.
Is this something that you guys discussed, Finn?
Nope.
No,
Okay.
This is your
I'm
first
just
time
doing.
hearing of it.
Do you have any reading writing proficiencies? I just can't remember it all.
I do.
Okay.
I think I only have common. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No, so it would be a book that you can't read, but it's a play on if the spell works for you, you should be able to read this book.
Why not get them in Elvish?
Oh no, I don't know what languages he could speak actually, so I just wanted to get something he wouldn't know. So I assumed Gnomish would be one he wouldn't know.
All right. You could do Gnomish then.
Yeah. Well, I know there are some Gnomish druidic gods. I don't know which ones, but I know there is some.
Is it a Tinker Gnome gardening book?
No.
Tinker Gnome book would
That is
explode.
definitely the most common Gnomish gardening book you could find on Bral.
No, it was something I would have,
It would have
Yeah,
very actually, like, it would have very technical details on aerating the soil with a soil aerator and hair comber.
It's a book about how to keep tinker gnomes out of your garden.
That were powered by giant space hamsters.
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I would say, like, despite some of the craziness, a Tinker Gnome gardening book would have some interesting information hidden amongst all of the inanity for Finn. So there definitely would be things that you could learn out of that, Finn.
All right.
If you're interested.
Well, it's his gift. He can give me whatever he wants.
I want to get something outside your wheelhouse.
Okay.
So.
Hamster wheelhouse.
Yeah, I would have spent, I don't know how much, like 50 good. I found a really good book.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like detailed.
That's fine.
And I will, at some point during rest, teach him how to ask for the spell.
Okay.
I think Solas kind of wouldn't need any kind of esoteric teaching because his god is one of learning.
I mean, Solas is open to all new information and learning.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that would be a really easy spell too for
learn for you.
Solas
You also be automatic almost, but I thought it'd be really useful for Finn. So I mean, it's useful for me. So
all right,
and it's pretty rare for priests to get that spell.
Okay.
I don't know, but I'll type in it as that spell.
All right. Anything else that you guys want? Well, actually, you wanted to discuss the crew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think we got the 3 groups of people decided, but it's how much we want to level them up.
I think trained was good.
Yeah.
Well, trained.
Yeah, but trained is not the level.
Trained.
Sorry, the recruitment amount. We tried to get as many trained as we can.
Hang on. So, what I figured, now Lever's gone, but we've got Ockar's Squire. We need 14 space hands, sailors, but we're rounding up to 15 because it works for your combat thing. We're going to make them Hawaii, and the extra one gives us a bit of wiggle room. Sorry.
So far.
And
so far.
Yeah, and with the we need weaponeers, so that would also be rounded up to 15 to cover both ships. and with the officers and everything, we can take 30 Marines to top that up. So we had Dwarven Marines before, so we could make that 30 Dwarven Marines and 15 GIF.
We've
and
also had GIF Marines.
15 Hawaii. Well, do we want to have? Well, are you saying we should split the Marines into?
We could have, for example, 20 Dwarves and 10 GIFs as a Marines.
Yeah.
So we would then have 25 GIF.
Yeah. And these would be specifically Marines, these 10.
Yeah, but like it's also down to what level they are. And I think you said when they're higher level people, they come with better equipment.
Yeah.
Also, I was looking at the train thing, which I think really applies for people doing the rigging.
Yeah, so that is your normal crew. That is not Marines kind of.
Yeah.
That's the sailor.
Mm-hmm.
So if we get sailors that are leveled up as well, does that also be a thing where we can get trained crew and turn them into a crack crew, so we get that advantage?
Yes,
because we'd want to do that. I don't know if trained applies to the other people, because I think what we'll be doing is when we're not fighting, the Marines will be also manning the ropes and all that sort of stuff.
So you want
weapons.
Sailor Marines, essentially. Marines who are also sailors.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, when we're fighting, we'd have all the Hawaii doing the ropes. But when we're not fighting, when we're on the shifts, the other people and the weaponeers would do the weapons when we're fighting. But basically, people would be manning their posts all the time anyway. So the Marines would double up and do the other tasks.
Okay, so if you want, generally what you're getting are average crew. If you want trained crew, it's going to be 50% more.
Right. Okay.
And then over time they'll become crack, but they won't actually cost anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like Daikami said in the chat that we shouldn't go below level 3 for the crew, and I think the Dwarven Marines we've got already are level 5.
Yes.
So what sort of AC and Thaco and that sort of numbers do we get for each level? How much does that cost?
So generally, like the crew you get will basically come with their own equipment, and it's going to depend on what you get. Like dwarves are going to come with different things than humans, which would be different from elves, which would be different, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
So some of it boils down to what you actually want, kind of thing. The Dwarven sailors have armor class 3. So they do have shields. They have either banded or splint armor. I can't remember which. And then, of course, their Thaco is 16 as 5th level fighters.
Mm-hmm.
The GIF are AC 2.
AC 3 for the dwarves, and sorry, what was their Thaco?
16.
16. The GIF are
The GIF are AC 2 because they have GIF plate armor.
Mm-hmm.
And Thaco is 17, and their hit die 4.
So they're 4th level?
No, they're hit die 4, which is slightly different.
Oh, so they got extra hit die? Right.
Well, no, they're normal GIF. They're quote unquote, like metagame wise, they're monsters, quote unquote, as opposed to
Yeah.
NPCs with levels. Now you could get, if you wanted specifically higher level GIF, that you could, but they'd be more expensive.
Yeah. And the space hands.
The Herwady are 3 hit dice.
3 hit die. Okay. What's the AC did I get?
I believe their AC is 4. Because it's armor class. Yeah. Because they don't typically wear armor, but they do use shields, and they have natural armor class of 5.
And what sort of Thaco did I get?
17.
17. So does anyone want to bump them up from... Does anyone want to bump them up? Like Daikami was saying earlier, we shouldn't go for less than level 3 for crew.
Yeah, less than that is. I think we are at that point that that's the minimum level that we should go for.
Right.
But we could go for higher if authors agree.
I mean, I don't mind going higher or keeping them at level 3.
Well, we're already above level 3 for the Dwarven Marines we've been hiring before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but they are
Sorry, how
Marines.
much more expensive is it from 3 to 5 or something for these guys? Because it's the ongoing cost. Unless we're taking on more and more dangerous jobs, we can't maintain these.
Well, this is going to be a very dangerous job.
Yeah.
Well, we want some time to break them in, and if you want to get rid of them at the end of this, we could downgrade people in grey space if you really want to. But yeah, it is an ongoing cost. We would need to try and find more dangerous jobs to deal with that.
Because we're also getting a load more mercenaries and stuff. So I'm not saying we. We've also got
we are
some
not mercenaries.
Sorry. The Huati or the
The Hurwati are a crew.
Oh, they're the ones that are level 3. Good stuff. All right.
Yeah.
The Huati are 3 hit die. I don't think that's 3rd level.
It's close enough.
Okay.
3rd level is 3 hit dice as well.
All right. Okay. So the gift count is like 4th level, sort of, but they're not.
No, I was just looking at gems we've got potentially to sell eventually. I'm just looking at our long-term money, getting a feel for it. How long we think we can spend.
Well, basically,
but we'll get more money.
Yeah, how much is it costing us a month, roughly? Rough? I guess Finn might know this.
I don't think we had Huati down before. Sorry, Finn.
Well, what was last month's?
Well, last month's was only 1760 because we had no
Oh,
sailors.
yeah.
What was it last time we had crew?
I don't know if he had it that far, buddy.
Yes, I've kept a history. So...
Because I'm only looking at the old screen.
3090 a month is the most recent one I have when we actually had crew. That's when we were in Red Eyes.
Like 390.
3,000.
Part of the crew was
3,000.
Part of the crew was Horwaiti.
That isn't too bad if we've got like
26 Horwaiti crew.
And what, we got like 100k, give or take, at the moment, roughly?
Bit over.
Yeah, we should be alright.
Bit under, actually.
Alright, because we got gems to sell and we're going to be getting money, so I think we got enough to go up to like 5 or something, level 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. And because we are also higher level, we'll be throwing higher level enemies at us.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm just thinking from a metagame point, if we get them at least 6th level, they'll be immune to death spell.
Yeah.
Or is it higher than 6?
That's
I'm fine getting everything at 5th level.
Alright.
Yeah.
it's not bad getting people that are immune to death spells if we're going to bring some people with us.
No, I just think we're going to an evil undead place. They're not going to have any qualms about using that kind of magic on us. So.
If you think we can afford people that are that experienced, then sure.
So
Maybe
you will need to get some demi-humans, like a substantial number of demi-humans if you're going that high level.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Because the vast
Alright.
majority are 0 level, which for humans, elves, dwarves, etc., that's 1 hit die. For Hawaii, that's 3 hit die. For Gift, that's 4 hit die.
Maybe then we have this lot and we top up with some reinforcements in grey space.
Well, generally, the crew's not going to be fighting any really dangerous fights. It's mostly the mercenaries.
Then I think it would be best to go with level 5 then.
Yeah, just go 5. We'll just,
Mm.
It's unfortunate, but that's how it works.
Level 5, what we've got level 5 dwarves, the others are all sort of like bog standard ones.
Bump
Out the
the
box.
GIF up to level 5. 5 hit die.
Yeah.
And the
Is that the
Sure.
weaponeers and the marines, or just the marines?
I'd say both.
but no, it would just be the gift because Dwarven Marine's already 5th level.
We've
Or
got
5 hit
2
die.
lots of GIF because
He means.
I'd
This-
originally
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'd originally said 15 GIF weaponeers, and then Solas said we should drop the Dwarven Marines down from 30 to 20 and have 10 GIF Marines. So that means we got 2 lots of GIF.
Then I think that we should have.
It's easy for keeping track of everything's on 5, so there's no variance.
Everything
This-
everything to
Everything
level
without
5,
variance.
and they are in groups of 5.
It's just
I-
easier to keep track of it.
Okay.
I think that it would be good to get all the gift to level 5.
So they're only going up 1 level.
So you
effectively.
mean second level gift so that they get
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 hit dice.
No,
Yes.
no. They would be 5th level warriors. And they would cost the same as the dwarves that you have right now.
I'm fine with that.
So that's
Right,
going
yeah.
from, what, 36 to 94 for each one.
It is expensive, but we are taking on harder missions. And we do start losing crew now.
Mm-hmm.
I think we do have to invest in better
Mhm.
crew.
I think we are at the point where we definitely need to improve our ship
And
capability.
the stronger we are as a fighting company, the stronger bounties we can take on and stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it's, we can go from fight to fight without losing too many members because our troops are a lot stronger.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Right. So we're going for 5th level GIF.
Yeah. I think we're all in agreement, aren't we?
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone asked Finn.
Oh,
How do you feel about Finn?
I'm fine with it.
Okay, so what does that do to the
bank.
the hit dice and the AC and all that?
Their AC isn't going to change. Thaco will improve by 1 because 5th level warriors have 16 Thaco. And of course,
Right,
rather than 4 hit die,
16.
they'll have 5 hit die.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can take more beating.
Okay.
Alright, so how many 5th level hit die, 5th level gift fighters do you want?
That would be 25.
Remember
Yeah.
that counts as 50 for air and food usage.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Oh, right, because they count as 2 each.
because they're large.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Hurwati are helping with the air usage, and we have a magical means to replenish food.
Wow.
We are overload. We
Gif
are
don't
overloading.
really eat meat like that, do they, sir?
We are overloading.
Create food creates non-meat food.
Yeah, but that requires us to memorize the spells if we don't have, you know.
Gif
Yeah,
are
it's first level
omnivorous.
spell.
Gif are
We
omnivorous.
are.
It was something that Asher was doing, that he was vegetarian.
Oh. So they
We
do
are
eat salt pork and stuff.
Yeah.
We are overloading the ship if we do that.
I thought we were just upgrading.
Yeah, I forgot about the gift counting as 2 people thing.
Do we want to, instead of reducing the number of dwarf marines, we keep the same number of dwarf marines, instead just get upgrade gift
I think
at
we
the same
should.
amount we had before?
Yeah, I think we should do. Well, we had 5 gift before.
No, you had 15 total.
Then
Yeah.
we've gone up to 15. Yeah.
If they're 5th level, then they're very much like they're going to be much more individually skilled. So you don't need to differentiate them the way that you did before.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Though they will all be weapon experts, basically.
Yeah.
Is that also true for the dwarf?
No, that's a gift thing.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, we will be 10 people over. If we had 15 GIF, we'd be
Good.
15 over airwise.
Can we go for 10 GIF instead?
We need 14 people to man the weapons.
I mean, you had 15 gift before.
Mm-hmm.
It's
thought
for
we
some
had-
reason we're
You only need
taking
one
on-
weapon expert per weapon team.
Yeah.
Why are we so hot above it?
No, it's just a thing of GIF using up 2 people's worth of
No,
air.
Yeah,
no. I meant, what is making us go over it now when we didn't before?
You were over 70 before, but
Oh.
not by that much,
Okay.
because you did
Oh.
have 15 gift.
Is there anywhere we can make some cuts?
Change GIF for something else.
I mean, we do have, as I said, we have Hurwati to deal with the air, and
That's true.
we do have a magical means of creating food.
Yeah. We'd have to get water as well, though.
Well, we GIF don't use twice the water, do they?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's
Well,
full.
we still do also have a magical way of creating water.
Each gift counts as 2 people, effectively.
The fish, for example, creates 60 gallons per day.
Okay. All right. Well, if people are happy that we have to keep topping up, that's fine. We're okay with the Hurwati as long as they don't get killed. But if they get killed, then we've got
magical.
we got all the food and water that they were going to drink and eat.
Mm-hmm.
I think Finn and Solas can also create magical air as well. So
Yeah.
I don't know about a helmsman.
All right.
I think one of them can.
I think 15 GIF is a bit more acceptable to go over. We'd be 15 tons over, so instead of being on 70 tons, we'd be on 85 tons.
Okay.
85. We'd be using up 85 men days of air per day.
All right, so 15 5th level gift fighters. Is that
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
How many 5th level dwarves do you want?
Well, we were going to do that as 30, unless people want to decrease that.
30
No,
dwarves?
that's
so
fine
that is
to me.
good.
Okay.
So
And then you wanted to try to get 5th level Hurwati?
Mm-hmm. At least I think we should.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, and how many of those?
15, please.
So what, we got 60?
We got 60 people, yeah.
Oh, the equivalent of.
60 plus officers.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60 plus officers and Behemoth.
Okay. All right. So, that is going to be 94 gold for each of them. At least they'll all be the same cost.
Oh, for all 3 races is 94 gold.
Each, yeah, because it's
It's
at the point you're getting leveled characters, then they're all and that's for average. That's not for trained. If you want trained, then it's 50% on top of that.
We probably want to go for train to try and get them up to crack. But we could.
So that's going to put us up to like over 100 per month.
All right. Well, we can go for average and try and train them up, and then we just pay.
But you're
more
still
as
paying.
they
You're
train up.
once they hit
I know.
trained.
I know.
We have to bump up the pay, but
Yeah.
that at least allows us to evaluate if we can sustain this.
All right. Do you want to get off of train then and go for average?
I think so at the moment.
What?
Because
what
we
do
are
the-
improving them. We are.
What do the others think? Average?
what was the difference between the skill level?
All right. So average is initiative and morale is unmodified. Initiative is -1 bonus for trained, -2 for crack. Morale is +2 for trained and +4 for crack.
Those are pretty good bonuses.
Yeah, they are. It's just the cost that goes up quite a lot.
Well, like was said, this is a bump from what we had, so we could start with this if you're uncertain.
How do we? When you say we upgrade them to trained, is that something we can do on while traveling, or how long does it take, or what?
I think
Rough.
I think it takes a couple of
Months?
months. It's a couple of months to get them up each category, and then you have to pay them more.
Yeah, but would we be doing it per hit die of group, like 1 month, 1 upgrades, or are we doing them blank everything upgrades to trained?
I think it takes 2 months to train everyone.
Alright, that isn't too bad.
It's 1 month from green to average and 2 months from average to trained. And trained to crack is 3 more months. Including 1 trip into Phlogiston. According to the page you posted.
Well, we're going to be going through the flow back and forth. That's relatively easy.
So, so the 5th level Huatis will be 5 hit dice.
Yeah.
And they'd stay as AC4, and they get a Thaco of 16 as well, do they?
Yep.
Right. Okay.
Well, it guarantees that they survive better.
I think I'll go for average then.
And then you can decide if you want to train them up to trained.
Yeah, I think that's a smarter decision. Because we don't want to jump too high end with our costs, because I think we're more than doubling our running costs at the moment. Well, will be once we start sailing.
I think roleplay wise, at least to explain why she gets paid the amount she did, I'll say that Ingritha's gonna be like her official role on the ship is gonna be like ship bosun or something.
Okay.
And that's why she's
What's
getting
the
paid as
bosun
much as the
again?
rest. They are in charge of equipment and like
I thought it was
reporting on how the
quartermaster.
crew's doing.
Well, and I
But
mean, part of it is just like training her on
Yeah.
space voyages and stuff like that too. So
Yeah.
She's basically non-commissioned officer being trained to be officer.
Mm-hmm.
okay. With that, so that sounds pretty good. Let me make a note here. You guys wanted to have a funeral for Leva on your asteroid, correct?
Yeah.
That was something Lafdul was going to bring up. He'll at some point he'll have a conversation with the party about, celebrating Leva's life, and Lafdul would mention from where I come from. I don't know where she's from, what her traditions are, but when we die, we generally try to recycle the person by burying them, but planting a tree over them. So it's like the cycle of renewal. It's also because we get reincarnated traditionally, most elves.
Mm.
So I feel like that would be fitting, but it also jogs my mememory of having these magical beings. So
I
she
was
was a chaotic individual.
I was going to ask if you guys wanted a grave marker, because if you want
Yeah.
one, then you probably want to
Yeah.
commission one here on Brawl.
I'll make one.
Solas did, I will remind that Solas had a memorial service for Leva, and he did mention it to the party members in the Temple of Celtic Faith.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, I was gonna recommend we do something like that too.
Quickly before we move on to that, would Braxon be able to get a couple of those crewmen to be carpenters and one to be a signaller like before?
Yeah, and because they're 5th level, that's not going to cost any extra.
Oh, it's not?
No.
Oh, okay. Cool.
It's because they are more trained as a 5th level.
Well, part of it is, yeah, there's that, but it's like you're now getting very specific people with very specific skills as opposed to just, hey, who wants to sign up? Who doesn't have a bad reputation, kind of thing.
And I think this also means that since we are hiring this kind of crew, it's also going to be harder to reinforce in smaller pods.
It's going to be harder to what? Reinforce?
Reinforce.
Right, yeah.
Recruit new crew if we lost, because these are more specific.
Well, if we lose 5 people, we get 5 other people. Get whatever we can get.
Well, it'll also mean that, like, there's going to be less turnover as well in terms of, because you're getting people who are more of veterans of travel. They're going to have fewer connections. They're not just taking the high risk adventurer ship in order to get bonus pay to then like do something else. Like a lot of previous crew, would have turned that money into like a business. They would go lease a business kind of thing.
Yeah.
These are crew that are in this business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are more along the lines of mercenaries as opposed to sailors, but they are mercenaries with sailing skills and experience.
Yeah.
And that will be harder to replace, but you're going to have less turnover. Now, that said, Herwadi are oftentimes looking to settle down, even when they're of this sort. So that may be something that you'll end up needing to keep in mind as well.
Okay. Maybe we occasionally go to a place where Hawaii live and swap out our ones for other ones.
Yeah. Although at a lower rate than you would with a normal Herwadi crew.
Yeah.
But thankfully, Hurveiti are not extremely rare race.
Or Braxon will look in the guide books and see if there's places where Hawaii live on both the spheres we're visiting.
They
Was there Hawaii on that asteroid near us with the lizard men?
Yeah, but none of them are particularly skilled.
Okay. No, that's cool.
And they are basically settled down there.
No, I know.
All right.
By the way, Old.
Mhm.
Out of interest, how many of the Hurveiti that we came back to Bral ended up with the lizard folk? Since we did mention about them.
Some would have, because one of the big things is they would have been specifically looking for mates to settle down with, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So some of them would have done that. Some of them would have hooked up with Hurveiti here on Bral itself, hired off another crew to continue looking, or to just be with their mates, that kind of thing. So you don't know the exact numbers.
Yeah, that was mostly out of interest.
Okay, so did you want to get a grave marker? Lafdul was talking about a tree instead. They could do both. It's kind of up to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think a tree would fit, maybe.
The reason why I'm saying it is, one, I genuinely do need to see what this bag of beans does, and two, she was a user of random and magical things, and this would be fitting. I've no idea what I'll get out of this. I don't even know if it'll be a tree, but
that seems.
I
pretty
just thought
good.
it was fitting. I mean, if I fail to get a tree, I can always get some.
It's extremely risky.
Well, she was risky as a person, and she died via her risk. So.
But do we want to risk our asteroid for it?
What are you saying? These beans can't destroy our asteroid.
There's potential for a huge damage.
Doesn't one of you have a spell that lets you know whether something's going to be dangerous or not?
Yeah, I got an augury.
Right. So if you do an augury before you plant the bean, if the augury tells you it'd be bad to plant the bean, don't plant the bean. And if
I'll get some something that, I don't know. I'd look for a. I guess I'll go with Finn if he'll come with me, and this is a secondary option if the beans don't sprout a tree. I guess we might have to go for a slightly more traditional tree, something that will survive on our asteroid, and maybe be beneficial for our asteroid. I guess he would have a better idea than me.
Is Finn back? I thought he said that he was stepping away.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. So how would you feel
I
about?
can go recommend a tree.
Yeah, we'll go find some nuts for that type of tree, or something to plant, or maybe a sapling or something.
I'd probably go with a sapling.
Yeah, there's no body to bury. It's more of a metaphorical kind or symbolic thing than anything else.
Okay, but considering that you don't know anything about her own people, and so you could.
But I'm having to base it off my.
No, I understand. Let me finish. There is also an element of doing things your own way to honor her because she was one of you. Does anyone feel like they want to do something that would fit their own cultural mourning process or remembrance process? A grave marker or something else other than a tree as well. Not instead of. That's what I'm asking.
So Solas is for a grave marker.
Braxon can't mummify leather.
Do you want me to
Uh,
carve something as well?
Spacefaring
So-
Ta followers generally do not mummify.
So
Okay, fair enough.
I'll see about getting a grave marker with like runes on it in her name, like Nordic runes. Normally we do funeral like pyres, but we don't really have a body for that, and I don't think Lafdul wants me to set the tree on fire, so I'll do like a grave marker with Nordic runes on
Well, symbolically, couldn't you burn some of her stuff in place of that?
it. I mean, I could.
Because a lot of this is symbolic. We don't have a body. We're not really burying someone, so it's all symbolic.
Then I guess
Something of hers will be.
I'll burn some of her things that aren't like necessary for us to get by. I'll do that as like a funeral pyre in her honor.
May I suggest, since we can't read them anyway, her notes?
Hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, makes
sure.
sense.
I'll burn her notes then in her honor.
Yep. I mean, that would be personal to her, and it would definitely ensure her wishes.
Mm-hmm.
Solas will toast to her memory.
The ones that want to do a gravestone, do you want to get me to carve it? Because that's something I can do. Or do you want to buy something specific? As long as you've got the indentation of what you want me to chisel out on it, then I can chisel it out. And it
Is
would be
there-
personal. It's the gravestone. It's fairly easy.
I don't think it's stone that we are buying.
I don't. What proficiencies do you have that you're thinking would work on that?
I have stone carving.
You do have stone carving?
Yeah. That's how I was doing all my statuettes and stuff. I have stone carving and jewelry making.
Don't you have gem cutting?
Yeah, I got gem cutting as well.
Okay. All right.
That's why I was making like small statuettes out of like stone-based material.
I was thinking that there might be, since there's not that many people that get buried on Bral.
I mean, it's an artistic ability rather than.
I think there would be something like this burial marker that people can pay to put flags of basically to memory for the deceased.
They would generally be having like personal shrines to ancestors or families in their homes if they follow that sort of thing.
Yeah.
All right. So, Lafdul, what kind of stone do you want to get to do the carving in?
I mean, I can decide something, but I'd rather the person that wants the gravestone to. I'll say what I can work with, and they can, in a way, decide, like Solas or Ockar, because they both want the gravestone. I don't know about Braxon. Sorry. If you want to mummify.
No, I don't want to mummify. There's nothing to mummify.
Spacefaring Ta followers generally don't do that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Have you got something symbolic, or while we're doing the gravestone, or do you want to add on to the gravestone?
I want to know how big a rock you need and what kind of rock, so that I can give you a price.
A 4-foot block of, I don't know, marble or granite or something sturdy.
Granite or marble?
Any preference, people?
Nah.
You're
Just
the
a
one
question.
who was making.
Yes, Finn.
Just a question. Would Finn be able to identify Ginsel marble if he found it?
Because you were helping the dwarves find things, right?
Yes.
Yes, you would.
I would point some out if I found any.
Alright, if there's enough of that, I'll work with that.
Okay.
Brax is going to remember leather in his own way.
All right. So 70 gold pieces for the block.
I'll pay for it.
Okay.
Easy enough.
All right, so you will be able to get that carved, and you can work with the others to say, like, I mean, you know, to have what you want on it. It's plenty large enough.
I mean, I was meant, as a FYI, I was meant to be selling my statuettes, but I'm kind of been like, I might not necessarily keep them. I don't know. You know, what if we had like a display room or something? What do you think, or not?
I mean, you could have them in a display room on your asteroid.
I mean, because originally there was stuff we were going to sell, but I think they're very good pieces of work, and I don't feel like I would get a good
We can
rate
keep
for
them.
them.
If you don't want to sell them, we can keep them.
Yeah, I just think it'd be like a display piece. You know, it's unique from us. It's like our contribution to.
Yeah, I mean, you could have a room of trophies or remembrances on your asteroid.
I have marked in the plans that there is going to be trophy room already.
Alright, so we can leave my 2 things on the asteroid, and it could be part of the asteroid.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll probably leave the genie pipe on the asteroid and wherever we leave those.
Okay.
We'll probably have to empty our inventory off at the asteroid. I mean, some of us.
So I'm going to see how many days you guys would have spent on Brawl before getting ready to leave. There's a couple things that I do need to give you. So you'd be doing 5 more days, and then you'd be ready to leave. So let's see. Ockar, you would get the research done for your the monitor research done. So you return to the Library of the Spheres, and the sage that was investigating them would tell you. Well, first of all, what exactly were you hoping to get?
I wanted to learn more about them and try to figure out like where I could most likely find one.
Okay.
If there are any in Brawl.
So there are none on Brawl that anyone is aware of, and the sage tells you with a bit of a chuckle, a wry humor, that people would know if there was one on Brawl. He tells you a story that's he can't tell you if it's true or not, but it is a common story told about monitors. You probably would have heard it before, but he'll tell you that like there are similar versions of it in lots of different spheres. But there was a story of a single monitor, which appears as a centaur-like creature with great big wings. Landing on the deck of a pirate ship, telling them all to lay down their weapons because they're under arrest for piracy and various other, things. And the details vary from sphere to sphere. The pirates laugh and attack the monitor, and when all is said and done, every single one of the pirates is dead or defeated. Just single-handedly from the monitor. Like, they are powerful individuals of justice, kind of thing. No one knows much about them. Some say that they're divine servants of gods of justice. That there's only one per crystal sphere at any given time. If a new one enters, then one has to leave. There's all these little like rumors, and no one really knows much about it. They don't have a whole lot of direct contact with other people, because generally, like, their contact is hunting down people who have done wrong and taking care of them, and then sometimes like delivering them if they're still alive to authorities, and then going off and doing more things. So your best bet is to speak with organizations of lawful and goodness in any place that you're looking. The sage won't be able to, put you. The sage themselves doesn't know anyone here on Bral. He'll tell you that he's already checked with the company, the Chalice, and they don't have contact with a monitor in Brawl space.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind, especially when we're going through realm space and gray space then.
Okay. And Solas, your scrolls and the book copy will be done.
Okay, good. I will add the book about the creatures of lower planes into the library.
Okay. Yeah, that was on a study of cacodemia.
A study of cacodemia.
Yeah, on a study of cacodemia. I'll give you the full title again later.
Would the head priest of the Church of Tyr be strong enough to cast Commune?
Probably, yeah.
Then
it's 5th level spell.
Could I commission that to see if he could commune with Tyr and see if there's a modder and brawl space?
Sure. He would just, since like Arngrimmer is like he knows you, he would just ask you to make a suitable donation or sacrifice that you feel is appropriate.
Didn't you given that spear recently?
That's not a sacrifice.
That spear has already been donated.
I know. I was like, that would have been.
Doesn't have to, like, it can be a donation too.
Yeah, I'll donate. I'll donate like 5,000 gold.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So he would reveal that there is not one in Brawl space currently that Tyr knows about, at least, or Tyr's servants know about. However, he does say that a deed of great good in the name of law and justice, and a specific ritual when you're done, might be able to bring attention to a local one. And he will detail a ritual that you can do after you've done a deed of great law and goodness.
Okay, I will mark that down.
Alternately, he does tell you that the commune revealed that there may be ways to summon them if you have need of their aid, but he does not get that information. So that would be something you'd have to look yourself up, try to figure out yourself.
I'll keep that in mind. I will thank him for his help after I write down all the ritual requirements. And be ready to handle that.
Okay.
And that's all.
All right, yeah.
In that guidebook, Braxon, did it say anything about any of the pantheons there?
I don't think so, but Ald would answer that.
Yeah, I figured Ald would answer that, but...
Yes, but you can ask me.
Yeah. Do I know if I'll get my spells there, or is it a case of I have to find out? Because I figured Grey Space would be quite a well-known sphere.
The guide doesn't say anything about that, but you would know that elves are a substantial culture within Grey Space. You will not have problems getting your spells back.
Don't forget we had Lenalius with us for a while. Lenalius.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
So he would have.
Yeah. I
Finn, of
entirely
course,
forgot
will
about
will
him.
not need to worry about getting his spells back either. He he's from Gray Space. His deity is Gray Space is a Gray Space deity.
I might have a
Solas,
problem.
yeah, Solas, you might. So far as you know, Ogma is not worshipped there. So
Well, thankfully I have the shrine.
okay. Anything else anyone wants to do? Otherwise, like I'll give you a last second, chance at the start of next session. Otherwise, I figure that you guys will be heading to your asteroid and getting underway.
Mm-hmm.
I will see if there's a sending scroll from the Wizards Guild. Or ask Solas if he can inquire for me.
I'm sorry. What are you looking for again?
Its scroll was sending on it.
Okay.
Because I used my last one, so I figured that's also like a good emergency item.
Yes, you can get one, and it will cost 1,000 gold pieces.
Alright, what level would that be cast at?
The
Ninth
minimum
or-
level.
Yeah, 9th then.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's the lowest level for Wizards, isn't it? 9th?
Again, I'd have to go back and look. I don't remember.
Alright, yeah, alright, I've deducted 1,000 guild for 9th level. Thank you.
Alright.
Oh, these scrolls. Too many.
Okay.
You can always give them to authors or use them.
I'm using them, but they're very specific in their use.
And remember, like, you can always try offering to trade
Yeah.
in items for other things and stuff like that. So, like, if you've got items that you don't want, or party wise, if you got items that you don't want. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, so that looks about good. You guys all ready to get your ship underway in next session?
Yeah.
We should be.
Could be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. If anyone does think of anything, just send me a message during the week. Yeah.
I wanted to. Sorry, you've only just jogged my memory. Can I trade the bullets that I acquired, what's left of them, the 10 of them, to see if I can trade or see if I can get like +1 arrows or something?
Yes, you can get half a dozen +1
6.
flight arrows for that, and then 100 gold pieces.
All right, I'll do that.
Okay. All right. Okay, so let's see. XP wise, and none of this is going to Ingritha, by the way. Okay, so that is going to be 500 experience points for Braxon, Lafdul, and Solas.
Sorry, how much?
500.
500.
700 for Finn, and 1,000 for Ockar.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. And when we come back next week, we will be off on another adventure, starting off by heading to Realm Space, and then off to Gray Space. I will not be back tonight for side questing in Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I will be busy, but I will be back on Monday for that, and Lego building on Wednesday and Friday, so do tune in for those. I want to thank everyone out there for watching. I want to thank you guys for playing, and we will be back next week.
Thanks for running.
All right.
Thanks for the game.
Thanks for the game.
Yeah,
All.
thanks for having us.
See you next time, everyone.